What's going on, everybody? It's Northeast Kingdom. It's your boy Sneaky. I got my mates here, Reacts.
What's happening?
And we're going to talk about that the Portland trip we did, 4th of July.
Yep.
That shit was interesting.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
I went up
was.
on a Saturday. I went up on the 4th. And him and a couple other guys went up on the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So they were there from Friday to Sunday.
Yeah.
And I came up on Saturday.
But
So
Saturday didn't have as much recording because we did.
we weren't really. One, you didn't really have the camera.
No, I didn't actually. It was at the hotel.
Yeah. So that's alright though. I mean, it wasn't too much going on, other than it was my first time seeing the ocean, which was pretty dope. It's water. Like, that's pretty much all it is. I mean, the pier was cool. There was quite a bit of people, and their food was dope. I'd never been there to begin with.
Well, it's only your second time to Maine.
Yeah. I don't know if I like it yet.
Every time you've gone to Maine, some bullshit.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like nothing there for me.
Yeah.
It's way out of the way, like considering most of my family lives in New York and anywhere but.
The issue with like that part of Maine is, at least for me, you have to go south to go north. That's the only part that pisses me off from where we live.
Right. North to go south.
South to go north. Because you
Oh, yeah,
take
'cause you don't have to
89
go up.
south and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when we went up Saturday, we took the Kankamungus, or Friday, I mean, and went up through the White Mountains. It was me, Crispy, and Deadman. And so we went out through there, whatever. And Crispy had never seen the White Mountains either, so that's why we brought him up.
I don't think I did. We didn't go through the Kankamungus on the way back.
No, we didn't. We went through like.
I don't even
we went
know.
around.
Pretty much all of it. It wasn't that bad on the way back. Right there kind of sucked.
Mhm.
Only because the way back we took back roads.
Yeah.
For the most part. A little bit of interstate, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah. But no, Friday we went up, and we stayed at the Howard Johnson. And Friday was dumb as fuck because we Friday was dumb as fuck because all we did was just hang out at the hotel, get hammered, go swimming.
Yeah.
And it was funny because we were hotboxing in the car at one point, and right next to our hotel there's this gas station that was like sus, and there was like 3 dudes outside of it with backpacks the whole time.
Oh,
So we
yeah.
kept looking over and we're like, you know, they definitely doing something.
Shady.
Yeah. And we get out of the car and Crispy's dumb fucking dog. There's a girl who got out of like a newer Dodge Ram and is talking to one of those with the backpacks. Crispy's dog gets out of the car. She never barks either. That's the weird part.
Who?
Crispy's dog.
Oh, yeah.
But she barked at these fucking people. And instantly all their heads snapped. She ran to the truck and they started leaving. And we were like,
It's town bound.
and you can see the dude with the backpack had it on and he just like dipped.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, we should probably get like back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And I was so pissed off. I was like, Crispy, she never barks a day in her life.
Right.
Now was the time that she decided that
Besides, maybe she knew something was going down.
we all knew it. We didn't
she
say
knew
shit
too.
to them.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
And then what's it called? We were at the hotel. As we were at the hotel, we're trying to play Pong. So we walked literally to 2 different gas stations. Couldn't find cups and balls, and then Target was open. So Dylan drove us to Target, and I can't even remember what the fuck happened in Target, but we found pong balls and cups or whatever. But we found like fake golf balls, the plastic golf balls that have like the holes in them. It's like a wiffle ball. For
Oh,
golf.
yeah.
We had them, and we're playing pong with that, and me and Crispy were trying to get a big girl to show up to
Yeah.
the hotel.
Yeah. I
And
remember
Dylan
that.
was not having it. Dylan said that if they came, he's dipping.
Yeah,
But
he was out.
it was like midnight, and there were still like 3 different girls, because me and Crispy made like a joint Tinder, and it was like, ayo fatty, like it was good.
Yeah.
And at one point, they got mad, because I was swiping on our account, but I did it so fast that it wasn't even loading pictures, it was just like their name, and I was like,
Yeah.
and
Speed run.
yeah, We had like 3 of them though, like 3 bigger girls. Hit me and Crispy up and we were like, yo, come to the Howard Johnson. We're hammered by this point. We were like, come to the Howard Johnson. Just hang out.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we're partying. So we're trying to get like a bunch of people to show up. And Dylan was like, absolutely not. He's like, bro, I would get a different hotel room right now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. The hotel didn't seem that bad.
Howard Johnson?
Yeah.
No, it was pretty nice. It had a pool in it. We went swimming
Could
for
you
a
use
little
it?
bit.
Oh. Yeah. Oh no, no, mine didn't have a pool.
Yeah. Huh?
So mine didn't have a pool.
Yours had a pool table.
It had a pool table, but not a pool. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense considering the ocean's like 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Hmm.
But no, it didn't seem that bad of a place.
No. And then, I can't remember what the hell else happened that night. That was pretty much it. I mean, we just got hammered and played Pong and just hung
Hung
out.
out.
Yeah. I mean, the ride up was interesting as fuck, too, because we stopped at Freiburg to go to the dispensary. And
Yeah.
after Dylan found that chew and shit.
In Maine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Freiburg's like right past Conway. I don't know if there's a town between them or not, but it feels like it's like the next town over.
Mm.
Because once you leave Cakemungus, you come out in Conway, and then you're in Freiburg.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's kind of close. I mean, it was all kind of close together. Unless, well, how far was that from your guys' hotel?
Like 45 minutes.
Never mind then.
We went wicked out of our way to go to the dispensary.
Yeah, so never mind then.
Yeah. But,
You guys didn't go to the pier at all the first day?
we didn't even go to Old Orchard the first day.
Oh, you didn't?
No. No, because he was going up to Old Orchard to see Michaela.
Yeah.
And then she said to invite us, or he invited us. I can't remember how that happened, but
Right.
yeah. And then let's go. So that's when Saturday she hit us up, and they were there mad early Saturday. Michaela and her cousins and shit.
Yeah.
They were there. I don't even know what time they got there at, but we woke up and we were still eating and shit. And Dylan's like, "Yeah, she said she's there. We can head over whenever."
Mm.
I was like, "Bro,
Like, it's early.
it's early as hell."
I'm trying to eat.
And it was so awkward. He did like the DoorDash shit, and he did the like leave it at the door.
Oh, they have that?
Yeah.
Didn't know
He did like the whole like leave it at the door and then dip and we'll
Yeah,
grab it.
yeah.
But you're in a hotel room, it's like you're at your house. It takes you 2 seconds to walk to the fucking door when they
Yeah.
knock.
Yeah.
So I got the text saying it was there, so I was like, alright, cool. So I walked out. Adam grabbing the bag, the guy's still in the hallway, and he's like looking at me, and he was like, I don't remember what we were doing when that
Where were
happened.
we? It was,
Oh,
DoorDash?
The dude with the DoorDash, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not important. Anyway. So we end up heading down to Old Orchard and meet up with them there or whatever. We saw Charlie, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
fucking head down there and they're like, yeah, we're behind the Ferris wheel playing volleyball.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were like, alright, cool. And we find the Ferris wheel after we walk around for a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And we saw a big ass volleyball net. So we said they're playing volleyball. We just started walking. Bro, no lie. Like 10 feet that way, we walked right past them. And they weren't even like those people between us. Literally just walked past
Just walk
all
by
of
him.
them. And Michaela like picked up and said, oh, so you guys just gonna keep on walking? And we're all like, what the fuck did you do? Who's talking to me?
Yeah.
And then Dylan was like, you said you were playing volleyball. And they had a volleyball in their hands and they just hit it like in a circle. She's like, yeah, we're playing volleyball.
Oh, man. That ain't volleyball.
That ain't
That's just passing the volleyball around.
I thought y'all was like playing some pickup game.
Yeah.
I was
Playing like 21 in volleyball, whatever it is. Whatever it is.
yeah, they're fucking. I didn't know you can't drink at beaches in Maine.
I thought that was just an all-around rule.
No,
Unless
Hampton
it
you
was
can
like
drink.
at a. Well, I know that now, but I thought when we got there that it was just you couldn't do it anyway.
Nah, I was mad.
I know
showed
in
up, I had
lakes-
nothing.
lakes you
I had
technically
no
could.
towel. I didn't play on swimming, so I had no towels. I had no blankets. I didn't have shit. All I had was beer in my backpack. That was
Yeah.
it. Period. Beer.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I was like, shut up. I was like, let's get this day started. Dylan goes, yeah, you can get a drink out. And I was like, fucking A, right? Michaela goes, you can't drink here. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not a cop.
you won't stop me.
And then she like, her cousin was like, no, for real, it's illegal to drink here. And I was like, you can definitely drink at beaches. And they're like, not in Maine. I was like, well, looks like I'm heading here.
Yeah. See you guys. I seen you.
So then we ended up just like dumping into a Gatorade bottle.
Yeah.
But it was mad obvious. It was like beer in a Gatorade bottle.
Yeah. Piss. Piss in a Gatorade bottle. Yeah. Well, I planned on swimming too, but once we got there,
It was shitty.
cool. Like it wasn't hot.
No, it was cloudy. It was about to
It
rain.
was overcast for miles and miles on the ocean, and it didn't look warm. I mean,
No, Chris, we
obviously,
jumped in. He said, nah.
too cold. Well, that's another thing. I knew the ocean would be cold, but on top of it was only 60.
I had my windbreaker.
Yeah, and you were fine. You weren't sweating nothing. So actually, I put my sweater on too.
You did, yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to go swimming, but
No,
it was
it's funny
like
though.
mid 60s. I
They
was
are-
like, nah. And it smells funny too. The ocean smells weird.
Yeah, it does. It's not like a pond.
Unless
like,
that's just me though.
No, because it doesn't smell like a pond or anything, like a lake. Though.
Right.
It has like its own like distinct.
Distinct, yeah. Salt and sweaty socks is kind of what it smelled like to me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it smells disgusting. I hate the beach, dude. To be honest, I don't like going to beaches. I really don't. But everybody else was going, so I was like, I guess I'll go.
Right.
Make an event out of it, you know.
Well,
what
I went because I wanted to see. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's gonna be.
You saw the ocean for 5 minutes and you were over it. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, that was all it was. I was like, this is kind of trash. It's cold. I can't swim. There's mad people ain't even supposed to be here. I ain't even got a towel. And the water's cold.
But you said you planned on swimming.
I
and you
wanted
didn't
to
bring a
swim.
towel.
No, I had my towel.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I didn't bring a towel because I knew I wasn't swimming.
I had my towel. It was in the truck when we got there. It was cold, so I didn't bring it.
I was literally in black like this. I was in black jeans, just walking around
Yeah.
the actual.
Actually, I was wearing these.
There was people on the beach, fully dressed,
Yeah,
like
there
fully
was,
dressed, just laying in the sand. And I was like, that can't be fun.
what's the point? How far did you? Oh wow. I was gonna be like, how far did y'all drive?
But you drove 3 hours to.
Was it 3.5?
Yeah, from here it's 3, but for you probably 3.5.
Yeah, it was like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
But still, like,
You drove that to look at the beach for 5 minutes and go, ooh.
I was a little upset.
And
That's
Jesse,
what I'm
you
saying.
know he's not like the best on this.
On fuel, nope. Wicked not. Actually, didn't do too bad on the ride out there.
No.
It was all right. It's what I expected, but I expected a little more activities going on,
Yeah.
like more of a.
Well, usually there is there. Like when we went, that's where me, Erica, Quasi, and Dylan went camping a
Yeah.
couple years ago. And usually there is in the summer when like more shit's going on, but with the virus and everything else, it's like
Well, even considering there was a lot of people there.
you were ass to shoulder with fucking everybody.
Yeah. The pier was pretty packed too.
Yeah,
They had good food.
yeah, they did. And then, well, it's funny because right before you showed up, they're all like, well, not right before, but we all planned to go to Bentley's with my grandmother. Remember?
Yeah.
And we planned to go as a group. And
I forgot about that.
as we're sitting there, everybody, Michaela and all that, her family was like, okay, we're gonna head out and go home, whatever. You know, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Well, they had probably been there.
And they had been there for a minute before we even showed
Yeah,
up.
so they were probably tired of it. I was
And-
tired of it after 15 minutes. So. I mean, I don't blame them. I ain't gonna be there for 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, and then fucking the rest of the people I was with were like, yeah, I think we're gonna head back to the hotel too and order food. Well, my Nana said she'll make us food. You know, like we can get food at
Yeah,
Bentley's.
that food was
And they were
fire.
like, nah, we're gonna head to the hotel. I was like, well, I'm going to Bentley's, and Isaiah's already on his way to Old Orchard, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna kick it here.
yeah,
And they're like, all right, that's when you guys had to go to the mall and grab something.
yeah,
So I was just
Bathing
walking
suits.
around Old Orchard by myself,
yeah.
buzzing. I was like, I got nothing better to do but empty this backpack, so I was like,
Yeah,
I sat on a bench for like 20 minutes. That's why I texted you. I was like, yo, I'm posted up at a bench. Just let me know when you're here, and I'll walk over or whatever.
yeah. We had actually gotten there not much longer after I texted you I'm on my way. We got there pretty quick, but finding out which way to go once we got there, and then
Well,
the
talking to you was
traffic.
so goddamn annoying because I already know Old Orchard. So when I was trying to ask you
Tell
where
me
you
about
are,
it.
you
I was
were
like,
like,
man, I see people.
well, I was like,
There's
yo,
like
where
some-
are you? You were like, I don't know. There's a roller coaster behind me.
That seems like a pretty, like, pretty good.
At first you were like, I think I'm near this. Like, all right, cool. And then you said behind you. The roller coaster was here to you. Like it was directly next to you, and you're like, yo, there's a roller coaster. So I thought you were facing like leaving the pier. I thought you were facing like leaving all of that. So that's why I
No.
went that way first. 'Cause I was like, oh, it's behind him.
Oh, I thought I said.
And then you go, no, there's a fence next to me. And we said there's a fence next to you. I was like, what? Yeah, like a chain link fence, and everybody's over there. I was like,
He was like, say less. You're like,
And
oh,
then
I
you're
know
like-
exactly where you're
He
at.
said he knew that food place too. And
Yeah,
that's when I was like, okay, I know exactly where you are.
yeah.
And I was walking over to you, and I see your truck and you're on the phone with me, I think, at that point. You're like, yeah, bro. You're describing everything. I was like, I see you. And you're like, yeah, I'm behind this. I was like, are you behind this kind of a car? And you were like, yeah. And there's like this next, and you're,
Because I had saw someone that I thought was you, and they were on something, or maybe they
Scooter.
were. Yeah, they were on a scooter. And I was like, oh, I see you, because you were literally described the same intersection I was about to end up at.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, I see you. I'm right here. I'm like,
The fucked up part, I wasn't
thought
far
you was,
behind him.
like you was looking around and everything. And I was like, bro, I'm next to this. I'm behind this car, and then I looked to the right and I saw you walking at me. I was like, I'll see you in a second. And then I just hung up.
No, because I saw it doing the scooter, and I was like, is that the scooter shop? So I just kept walking.
It was.
And then-
Because he had a red windbreaker, so it might have been a sweater or a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, that's him. Nah. I was also wondering how you got the scooter.
No, that's what I was thinking. I was like, bro, where the fuck?
I don't know.
No, I guess they rent like mopeds and scooters up there. I've never done it, but I guess they do.
That'd be fun.
That'd be sweet to fucking
It's like some Danny Duncan shit.
rip.
Literally, though. That'd be awesome. But yeah, so after I found you, you probably could have stayed where you were. Because we went that way anyway.
So at first I said I'll meet you by the pier, and I stood by the pier for like 15 minutes while you were like, yo, I'm trying to park. I was like, all right, cool. 10 minutes later, I was like, where you at? I'm still at the pier.
I'm
Yo,
still in
trying to
line.
park.
Still in that damn line. Bro, I was in traffic for at least 25 minutes, and I moved like 5 car spaces.
Yeah. That's what kind of pissed me off, was I got in the truck with you right there. We found parking like 5 minutes later. I showed you where we parked, and
Yeah.
you found somewhere on the way there.
Yeah.
And then we walked down to the goddamn beach, and you're like, cool.
What else this place got? Man, I was so bummed out. I was like,
I was like, all that, just to. No.
that's what's up.
I think we're at Bentley's longer than we're at.
Oh,
Old
by
Orchard.
far. By way far.
Actually, we were at Bentley's till it was like dark.
Yeah. It was on the brim of being like just.
Because we didn't
dark.
get back to like Portland until it was like pitch black.
Yeah. By the time we got there, it was dark. I don't know what time we probably got back. I'd say like 10.
Yeah.
Because we left your grandmother's at like 8:30, 9. Because it was just about to be like dark enough to where you need your headlights on. So
Bentley's was kind of fun though. I
yeah,
fucked with that.
That was dope.
We gotta head up there to Star Wars show camp with them.
hmm So Bentley's is like it's a biker bar.
Yeah.
It's a biker bar, but they also have like a more because I know at a bar you can get like little stuff like maybe French fries or wings or whatever.
No, it's like a restaurant.
Yeah,
basically.
they have like a whole restaurant too.
They have the spot for the live band.
Yeah, there was a live band there when we went, and it's a big bar.
It's huge.
Mm.
No, you should see it like when they're popping, bro. My Nana has like posted pictures of shit online before. Like they are,
Packed.
yeah. And I guess
Yeah.
it gets crazy there, like, because obviously everybody's just drinking and having fun, so like
Mhm.
it gets rowdy.
Listening to the band or whatever. But also, because of what's going on, and it was like raining on and off too.
Yeah, it was
So
just
some of the
not
bikers
nice.
were like coming in and out, so it wasn't really like a constant amount of people when we were there. Other than the people that were actually in the bar, because we were outside sitting at a bench under a umbrella. But other than that, it was cool. The live band was pretty dope.
Yeah.
We just sat and chilled with Nana.
They weren't bad actually, the band.
No,
I
they
don't remember
weren't
what the
bad.
hell it was. My Nana said that was her first time there. 'Cause I remember she was gonna have us meet her at our camp, but then she was like, "Oh no, never mind.
Oh, 'cause
me and
the-
at Bentley's because I want to listen to
That
that."
band I was playing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. It got a little bit, because once we left the beach, it started to warm up a little bit, and then but once we got there, it started to get cold again,
Yeah.
because when it was getting later and it was raining on and off, kind of sprinkling.
We stopped at all those cool cars too. Those old
I
ass
don't know.
cars.
I don't know the name of the dealership, but there was also a spot like literally 2 minutes right before there, and they had a bunch of old cars. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, that was in the video.
MG Midget, they had the Jeep,
Yeah, the Wagoneer.
yep, and they had a hearse, MR2, which it was
The
not
Astrovan?
old, but yeah, the Astro Glide. Yeah, that was dope. So it was pretty fun. Hung out there, then we went to camp and we met some of Nana's friends. which was
Rowdy.
it. I gave a pothead a ride
Yeah, that was crazy.
to their camp because he was like, "Hey, you guys going up wherever?" And I was like, I didn't know if he was gonna go to the same place we were. I was like, all right, so yeah, so he hopped in. I put him to bed. Obviously, he ain't riding with me. Fuck that. So
Disrespect.
I had him get in the bed, and we parked next to his grandmother's site, and he kept talking to me about.
My nana,
Like,
yeah, she asked me, she's like,
making-
who's talking to them? I was like, I don't know, some random dude. And she was like, and she was getting ready to go over there and say
Oh,
something.
she was not having it, cause this dude was like, it's the same guy that had asked us while we were at the bar, listening to the band, if we had any money for tips.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And his grandma was like, nope, already paid, thank you. Because this guy was kind of like bothering people.
You know,
when
she
they were
goes
trying
there
to
every
eat.
year, too.
Yeah,
So she even said that he's a newer guy.
yeah. So he was talking to me about how he makes these homemade bowls and this, that, the other thing, and how he's been smoking for however many years I didn't give a shit about.
Well, you don't even smoke.
No, so I was like, oh, cool. I mean, the bowls were cool, like if he actually made them. And then he gave me like a little bit of weed, and I was like, all right. And then I put it in my pocket. And then he left, and then I went over there. I was like, oh, they're right there. So we went over, sat down, and we ate, checked out the camper, which is a nice ass camper.
Yeah, the thing was fucking huge. It's got like a loft above the master bedroom with 2 other beds in it. It's got a full fridge.
It's got
Like
a
a
full
house
kitchen.
fridge.
That's a whole kitchen.
The whole
And a living room. And it's a
We're
slide out
lazy
camper.
boys. We're
Lazy boys with cup holders in them and a TV flat screen. And 2 rooms and a full bathroom.
Yeah, it was that caught me the most off. It was the bathroom and the kitchen. I was like,
Then it has an island.
that's an island. That's an island.
You
bro.
see what I'm saying? Whole island. Middle of the kitchen. And a camper.
You could live in that and be happy.
Don't gotta pay no rent. Don't gotta do other than
You
like
buy one of them,
that.
put it in our front yard. We made.
Yeah. Buy like 2 acres. Put it on mint. So we ate there and then we ended up and hung out with her friends. A couple of them were pretty interesting.
Yeah.
What
Loud.
the hell was it?
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
It was Stephanie without the S.
Yeah.
Tiffany.
She was riot.
Yeah, she was something else.
Yeah. She got real close to us.
My nana, she just kept bitches. My nana was like, she's like, oh my god, I cannot stand her.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? She always asks me to change the videos and whatever. And she walks
she
the
did.
stairs.
She did.
Not even 3 minutes later, the girl walked up the stairs. She's like, hey, Christine, can you, no.
And she's like, no, I'm not changing the channel. Absolutely not. I was like, I don't blame you. She's like, she does this every time. So, that was fun. I mean, we ended up leaving not too long after that. I went to the bathroom. But I was told the guy's bathroom, and then 2 chicks walked in there. I don't know how that adds to the story, but it adds something. So, yeah, we left after that. And then we went back to my
your
hotel.
Well, our hotel by the end of it.
It was our hotel by the end of it, yeah. So we go in and we set all the stuff down because we still had a couple things there in the truck. He had his shit. So we went up to the room. I showed him, around a little bit. And then we had a pool table, and it was actually a nice hotel
Yeah,
for cheap too. And I got it that day.
True. I bought mine that 30 minutes
Yeah,
before I went to bed.
20 minutes before we went to sleep.
No, it was like a couple hours before I went to sleep, but still.
Yeah, I know. But
It was literally like, I bought mine at 11:30, 11:45 at night. No, later. It must have been midnight by the time I bought mine. Because we didn't all end up in my room until like
or
1.
yeah, maybe.
So we were playing pool at 12:30.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe 11:45.
I was gonna say I think it was 11:45. We were playing pool by like 12.
Because that's when I just got hammered, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just stay here.
Yeah. It was kind of a general consensus that you were gonna end up staying there anyway.
Well, no, before I was gonna Uber back to my hotel.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, okay. So we go there, and we set all that stuff down, and we played for a little while. Played pong and showed them around a little bit, and then we were trying to get.
Where'd you get
Because you
beer?
only
So we
had,
went to
you
the
had
gas
like
station.
you had like 4 Twisted Teas and like 2 Budweisers in your backpack. So we just
No, it was the fucking mics, because when we were leaving, I threw a few Budweisers in my backpack, but then everyone was like, Chris, you can't bring just Budweiser, we want the mics and this and that. And I was like, oh, I forgot you guys, this pussy hurts, sorry. I forgot this is fucking Freedom Day, you're
Skirts too
drinking
tight.
mics.
Sorry, bud.
I had camouflage 4th of July Budweisers only motherfucking drink.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Those were dope.
Yeah, only motherfucking drink. Because everyone's like, no, we want to drink. This is America.
You need a camo Budweiser. That's what you need. So he got. So yeah, he had a few in his backpack. So we kind of chilled. I was setting up my Xbox and
You brought your whole Xbox?
Yeah, I brought my whole Xbox. I knew it was gonna be a long night, so I brought my Xbox and I was hooking that up, trying to get the internet working, and that took like half an hour, 45 minutes. And we decided we need to go out and get more beer.
With our
This
shitty ass gas
place
station.
makes no sense. Portland makes no sense. Literally, or it might just be the GPS, but to get to, like, say Walmart, you gotta drive all the way around Walmart. It's like a pinwheel. You start here and you go all the way around, and it's somehow in the middle. When literally you could take like half the time off and you'd be there. And that's with every store we went to. We went to Hannaford's.
Hannaford's.
Went to Hannaford's,
Walmart.
and mind you, every place that we went to said they were open. Wicked not open. Just wasted like $15 of fuel. But so
You hate me.
we went. I hate it. I do. I can't find one thing good about it yet. The ocean was cold and dreary, and you couldn't swim. So we eventually stopped at a gas station in South Portland.
Yeah.
South Portland, and we picked up White Claw. I tried White Claw for the first time, and then
Oh, I forgot we.
yeah, we got White Claw, and then like Twisted Tea, and then we ended up going back, and we set up the pong table, and we played that for a little while, and then we decided to go downstairs and play some pool. So we went over there, and we asked the lady at the and there was this dude.
Yeah, this is important to say that
Yeah.
he was already there.
There was this dude. So it's like, I don't know.
It was like
It was like
11:30
yeah,
when we
yeah,
went downstairs.
yeah.
Cause I don't
Oh
remember.
no, because we went down and asked before we left. Right?
That's right. Yeah, cause we were playing pool and we were like,
No, we were playing pong,
pong. Yeah. Get
and then we went downstairs, and so we turned the corner, and there's this guy talking to the receptionist or like the front desk lady.
And she must have been 18, 17.
I don't know.
But she was young.
Yeah, she was
As
younger,
fuck.
and this dude was talking to her, and I just asked her, I was like, hey, can we play pool by any chance? And she was like, because the lights were shut off above the pool table, and it wasn't like that when we walked in. And she was like, yeah, I mean, I could set it up and turn the lights on, you guys can play. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be too bad. I was like, all right, cool. So we went back upstairs, grabbed our wallets or whatever, and we came back downstairs, left, and then we did all that other shit that I just explained. And we came back, and the dude was still there. And so we went upstairs to drop everything off, played pool for a little bit, and then we go back downstairs, and we're getting ready to play pool.
And that's when I bought my room.
Yeah, and he ended up booking a room right there because we said, screw it. If we're going to end up playing pool, then you're not going to leave until after midnight for sure.
And Uber, since it's what, like an extra $40 on top of the normal fare?
For what?
An Uber past midnight?
Oh, I'm not sure. I can't.
Because that was half the reason why. And I was like, well, I can spend a little bit extra money and just stay here. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do that.
Right. So, yeah, the dude was still down there, and we ended up playing pool. I don't even know how
He
ended
got
up over.
involved with us. I don't. I really don't know. I think he came over and started talking with us, and then that was. Oh, he started talking with us when I bought my room. Because remember, I started doing my little thing when he followed us up to our rooms after I bought mine and went to put my backpack and shit in my room.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was getting ready to put my backpack in my room and shit. I just bought mine, and he's talking to us for a second, and then came in the elevator with us to go upstairs
Yeah.
to our floor.
He he followed us in the elevator. He didn't seem too bad. I mean, the guy was
You can tell he's on pills or something.
he was on
He's
something.
grinding his teeth. His eyes are like fucking darty.
Yeah, and he had been drinking probably
Yeah.
a lot too. And so he got in the elevator with us. We were like, whatever. So he went into his room, dropped his backpack off, and I went to my room, so I could grab. I think that was just to grab a couple of drinks.
You were grabbing some drinks. I think you were grabbing Sam. Because was Sam with us when we bought the room and shit?
No,
Chase, I think you were grabbing Sam.
yeah,
to go upstairs
she
and
was
go with
upstairs.
us.
And so I went in the room to grab a couple of drinks, and then we all got back in the elevator, went down. We were playing
Remember
pool
when
for
I
a
came
while.
out of when I came out of my room, you were still in yours, and that's when I started getting like weird about him. Remember? Because he was outside of our rooms, and then he said something to me, and I
Oh,
answered
yeah.
answered like two of his questions, and then he started asking like more and more in-depth questions about where we're from and what we're here for, and like.
Not a normal question.
Not normal question you'd ask somebody who don't like.
That you
I
just
guess
met.
like I guess like why are you here, like, you know what I mean? But he didn't say why are you here, like, oh, you're on vacation. He said why are you here, like at the True and shit like that. And then he said something like, I can't even remember what the hell it was, but it was something that's like way too personal that like it just sounded sus, and I was like, you setting us up, dude? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I remember-
And that's
I remember
when I started
mentioning
getting
that.
pissed off. So by the time we got in the elevator, I was already not feeling the dude. I said it openly to him. I was like, dude, I don't fuck with how you're acting right now, to be honest.
Mhm.
And then I told Isaiah, and Isaiah was kind of like, it's cool, it's whatever, just kind of chill.
Yeah.
And Wicked did not.
No. So we go back down, and then we're playing pool with the guy, and he didn't really do too much after that. He wouldn't shut the hell up. Other than
Well,
that.
that's when he lied about being in the military too.
Oh yeah, he tried telling us that he was in the military, and I got a couple buddies that are in the military, or their parents were in the military, so I've been around it for a while. And I actually was looking into the military for a while, and I was just asking him some questions, like, and he wasn't that old. He was only like 28,
Yeah.
maybe 28
he
or
wasn't much
30.
older than us.
And I was like, so what branch are you in? And he said something, and then I was like, okay, what's your MOS? And then he gave me an MOS,
No, he didn't. Remember
which
he said,
didn't make sense.
he said, what branch are you in? He said, Army. And then you were like, what was your MOS? And he like started from, he's like,
He was trying to be around
then,
the
he
bush.
goes, then he went, I started September of 19. And Isaiah and me looked at each other, looked back at him, and Isaiah was like, that's not your MOS.
Yeah.
And we're kind of looking at each other too, and then he said something different right after that. And then Isaiah looked at me, looked back at him, and was like, you weren't in the military. And just like said it in front of him, like, you were not.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I was. And Isaiah was like, nah. Then I was like, you wicked weren't, buddy. Like,
Yeah. Because everything that he was saying didn't make any sense. And I was like, dude, I don't think you know what you're talking about. And he tried to play it off too, because he had like he had a brunch style shirt on.
yeah.
If you guys know what that is, and it had like the American flag on the thing. So he was like trying to play it off, and nothing made sense. And I was like, no, you weren't in the military. And he was like, no, I was. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I kind of like fed into his lie. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Let's just go play pool. So we ended up playing pool for a while.
That's when Crispy and Becca showed up.
Yeah, and then a couple more of our
Because I
our
went
friends
outside and
came.
had a ciggy,
Yeah.
and they showed up, and that guy was out there with me. And, what's it called? Crispy showed up right when we were outside, so I dapped him up, said hi to Becca. And then he hugged Becca, which was weird as hell for all of us.
Right.
Because we were all like, hey, and then I just looked at the dude and I was like, what's up? That's my boy Crispy, that's Becca. And he was like, hi, and he hugged Becca, and me and Crispy were both kind of like,
Yeah.
so you can tell Becca was even like,
Yeah, I didn't know that you guys went out there. I was sitting
yeah.
in the thing.
No, Rebecca was like, don't touch me.
Yeah, like I don't know you. Why you touching me?
Yeah.
And oh yeah, cause you guys went all outside, and then I was talking to the receptionist. I was like, how long has that guy been down here? And she was like, oh, he's been down here for a while. And I was like, oh, I was like, all right. And then cause they were standing at the door, and I was like, would you mind letting my friends back in? And she was like, oh yeah. So she let him in, and then we all started playing pool again. And then of course that guy comes in, and we were all just hanging out. And I kind of just let one of our buddies know. I was like, hey, this guy's kind of like weird. So
You let me know that.
yeah, you. But then I think I told Crispy, and I was like, yeah, hey, just just in case, like this guy's kind of weird, and just kind of keep an eye on him. And so we all play pool.
Well, that's when Crispy brought me to the room, because I was hammered by the night. And
Yeah.
that's when I was just like playing pool. I would look at Crispy, and I was almost like laughing, but still talking shit. And that's when he was over back talking to the receptionist.
The guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when I was talking to Crispy about him. And I was like, yeah, that dude's kind of fucking weird, ain't he? And Crispy was like, yeah. He's trying to tell me, like, keep your voice down.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no, he's kind of weird. I think he's kind of a pussy, too. Like, this is...
Yeah.
And that's when Crispy was like, hey, Christian, we should go to, like, the room.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys talked beforehand or not, but I remember he came up to me randomly and was like, hey, we should go to the room real quick. And I was like, all right, cool. I thought he wanted to, like, just pop, like, grab more beers and do something. So I went up to the room with him.
Yeah.
And while we're in the room, I'm telling him more and more about the guy and shit like that or whatever. Then out of nowhere, Becca knocks on the door saying, hey, Crispy, can you come over here? Because they didn't want to tell me what happened between you and him.
Oh
So,
yeah.
because they were like, Christian's definitely going downstairs if we say something. So she was like, hey, Crispy, do you want to, like,
Come here.
leave
Yeah.
him? But,
Yeah.
and, so I don't know what happened past that. I was in the room until you guys all came up together.
Well, I think you guys went upstairs, and I was downstairs playing pool. And what the hell? What did happen? Oh, Crispy and my girlfriend were gonna go up because she didn't want to go into the elevator by herself. And Crispy was like, all right, I'll go, because he wanted to come up and check on you anyway. And the guy tried to get on, and then my girlfriend said something, and then Crispy was like, no, dude, you can't come on. Because he was like, oh, no, I want to go upstairs. You know, I know so-and-so, probably talk about us. And Crispy was like, no, you can't go. So he left them. The guy stayed, and then they went up, and she went in the room, and then he went to go visit you real quick, and then he came back downstairs. And by that time, I stayed downstairs, and when he turned around and he went back over to the desk, it was like 20 minutes, and then I was about ready to go upstairs and hang out with everybody else. I went to go tell the lady, like, hey, like, we're done playing pool, so, you know, you can close up, whatever. She was like, all right, and the dude is still there. Mind you, it is 3 hours
That was good.
at this point.
Cause that was like around 1-ish or 12:45. It was late as fuck, dude.
Well, when we went down there, it was like midnight, and by this time, when I was like, I'm ready to go to bed, whatever, it was like 2:30, 2:45.
Was it really that late before you came up?
I think so.
Damn.
But he was down there before we went down there at 12. Or no,
11:30,
when we went, yeah,
11:30.
11:30, and he was already there talking to her. I was like, is he bothering you? I was like, how long has he been here? And she's like, for a while. And I was like, is he bothering you? And she kind of like gave me a subtle hint, like, yeah, kind of. So I went over to talk to him. I was like, hey, like, what are you doing? Like, are you gonna go to bed or whatever? Like, maybe I'm just trying to coerce him into going back to his room and leaving this poor woman alone. Because it was just her. There was nobody else. And, like, I'm the only dude there. And then I think Becca was downstairs.
Becca was, yeah.
And
because Becca's the one that grabbed Crispy.
yeah. So I was, like, talking to her. I was like, hey, you know, what's going on? And I was like, why don't you go to bed, like, and let her do her job?
No, Sam grabbed Crispy because Sam went down before Crispy did. Because when Sam went back down, Crispy stayed in the room with me, and me and him were just shooting the shit.
Oh, okay.
And then Sam went down, and she came back up to grab Chris.
Oh, yeah, because Becca told her to go get Crispy. And so I was, like, talking to dude, and then I was like, you know, why don't you let her do her job and stuff like that? And, like, you know, it's getting kind of late, so why don't you go to bed? And this dude was like, I forget what he said. He was like, why, is there a problem? I was like, no, there's no problem. And out of nowhere, he pushed me, so I pushed him back. And he, like, tried to tackle me. And as he went for the hip, so as he tackled me, I just put his head in a headlock like this, and we both went down, and I was holding him. And then Becca came over, and she was like, hey, hey. And I was like, bro, get up. And he was like, is there a problem? And I was like, no, get off me. And so eventually he got up. And then I stood up, and the receptionist like, do I have to call the cops? Do I gotta call the cops? Do I gotta call the cops? And I was like, no, we're fine. And I stood up, I like kind of nudged him in the shoulder. I was like, bro, go to bed. Like, leave this girl alone. And I don't know what happened to him after that. And then eventually we went upstairs, and everybody was in there. And then we just kind of hung out in there and shot the shit. And that was about it.
You know, I just remember being pissed off because you guys all came up. And obviously after that, everybody's rowdy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone was rowdy, but I was like, whatever.
But no,
dude
when
was
you guys,
fucked up.
no, when you guys came up, though, you guys had like energy too. So when you guys came up to me, I was kind of like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And you guys told me, I remember being pissed off. I was like, why the fuck didn't you tell me?
Yeah, like.
I remember
You guys going out, you were like, bro, why didn't you tell me to set that thing? And we all knew why. They were like, bro, you ain't leaving that damn bed. What are you talking about? Because it just would have been even worse. So that was that.
But no, fucking. I just remember being pissed off, and then that was it. But I remember you guys were telling me the next day that I never knew that night that we got a call about the noise for me being yelling at you for not telling me.
Yeah.
Because I thought you guys planned it. I thought Chrissy pulled me upstairs for you to talk to him.
Oh, no.
So that's why I was so mad in the moment to be like,
why?
the fuck is this?
Yeah, no, that's not what it was, but. So we ended up all hanging out in the room. We all just talked for a while, and then Crispy and all them ended up leaving.
Yeah, Crispy and Becca left and said that the dude was outside the doors of the hotel, like just pacing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because he rode the elevator up with Crispy and Sam. After you and Becca rode the elevator up, after all that, Crispy and Sam, they came down as you guys were just going up.
Yeah.
Crispy said that while they were down there, the dude started walking towards them, like fast. Him and Sam. So he was like, come on, like now like. This
Oh
is
yeah, because Crispy was gonna step in.
So he thought I was like down to fight this kid now. Like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
And the guy was kind of like saying whatever. So Crispy and Sam were like, cool, we'll just go up to the room. So they get back in an elevator. He gets in the elevator with them. He just saying all this shit. And I guess your girl was like, you need to go just act your, Sam gets when she's mad.
Yeah, you just need to go back.
You go back to your fucking room. And Crispy was like, because Crispy, the guy was like, had his hands like tight. He's grinding his teeth and shit. Like you can tell he's on like coke or pills or something. You know? So Crispy was like, damn it, like I'm gonna have to fight this dude in the elevator. Like obviously Sam's not gonna fight him, Right. But Sam's was like, Sam's just yelling at him and shit, and you can tell he's getting more and more mad. Crispy said.
Yeah.
But Sam was just going and going and going. And Crispy said Sam was like gonna get him killed.
Also, shout out for that, Crispy.
Yeah.
Looking out, I think I already told you that. But yeah, I didn't know that he rode up with him. But
yeah, because his floor was one above us. So Crispy thought he was Crispy thought he was going to his room.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
So then when him and Becca left, he was outside pacing, so he didn't go to his room. He was just doing
whatever the hell he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so Crispy and all them leave, and then we sat up for a little while. And we went to sleep. Woke up and never saw or heard from the dude again.
No.
And then we're getting ready.
We're here.
Yeah, we're getting ready to check out. And the guys that was there when I first checked in, it was some tall dude, and then I don't know, was the other guy there, the Asian-looking guy?
When we checked out.
Yeah.
No, it was just that manager.
Yeah.
The tall dude.
Yeah, it was just this manager, some tall dude. He's a nice guy, and I'm getting ready to check out.
Well, because I checked out first, and I bought my room number when the girl was working.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they figured it out, because when I checked out, he saw my room number and said, oh, you de-escalated the situation or something like that?
He was like, so I heard there was a situation last night, and you guys helped de-escalate it.
And I was like, what are you talking about, bro? So I looked at you, and I was like, nah, that was him. Because I thought we were going to yell that to him. When he goes, oh, I heard the situation last night.
You blaming on me?
No.
You thought we were going to get that? No, it was him.
No, because he said, I heard the situation last night. I thought he was talking about me talking shit in the lobby and then you fighting the dude and everything. I thought he was talking about everything.
Right.
But then when you told me
that was
the next
totally
day,
separate, because we weren't really...
When you told me the
after
next day, like, in the lobby, it wasn't really that big of a scene, you said.
No, it wasn't. It was just us. But after like 12:30, me and you weren't in the same room for long, in the same place for that long.
Never.
So everything was, like, they wouldn't know who was doing what. And
yeah. So he just saw my room number. I was like, hey, there's a situation last night. And I was like, fuck. And he goes, I heard you help de-escalate it. And I was like, and so confusion hit, because I was like, the situation wasn't that bad. And then not only that, I was like, I didn't do shit. So I was like, we're not being yelled at was the biggest thing to me, was like, we're not getting in trouble for this. So I was like, damn, nah, that was him. And he was, oh, thank you, I really appreciate it. Yeah, she felt really uncomfortable, and yeah, after all that happened, that manager ended up taking over the rest of her shift. She left early, he said.
Yeah,
and then
the girl that
thank
was
you to us, and while we're walking out, I was like, bro, we're heroes.
Walking out like a fucking badass.
Because I looked at Sam and I was like, your boyfriend's a hero. And she's like, yeah, saving other girls.
Yeah, I was like, bro, can't do nothing.
But I was like, that's what I was like.
Yeah, I thought we was going to get in trouble. I was
did
like,
too. No,
I was like, man, come on. But once he said that, I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. But no, because I remember we fucking... I was talking to you and I was like, yo, because I'm an asshole, we saved the day. If I wasn't talking like... If I wasn't being a dickhead, you guys would have never paid attention to him. I knew he was up to something. I sensed it. My spider senses were tingling.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. The liquor was talking to me, but...
Still
my spider senses... The liquor was like... Fuck you.
Fuck him. Something not right with him. So.
What's that Hannibal Buress joke? Hannibal Buress is like, he's like, yeah, I was functioning off of Jameson and Pride.
Yeah.
And he was like, liquor and Pride's a good recipe to get your ass kicked.
Yeah. I cannot believe that dude. That was unreal.
Yeah. But I mean,
like I said, I don't know what happened to him after that or whatever.
Yeah.
It turned out good.
Yeah. Oh, the Jamaican guy at Chick-fil-A the next day. He was kind of dope.
No, it was Popeyes.
Was it Popeyes?
Mm-hmm.
I actually had chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Popeyes.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Then we just went home.
Yep, went home.
That was a long fucking day.
That was a long drive. And it was hot.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is kind of like a shorter episode, but...
It's alright.
It's alright. I mean, they saw the videos out. I mean, so you guys can see a lot of like. I mean, like I said, Saturday wasn't a lot going on, but.
Right. Yeah, because we had just got there again, so.
And everybody split up for a while too.
Mm.
But this has been Northeast Kingdom. It's your boy Sneaky. As always, reacts.
You saw I did. I was like.
And we're doing 2 uploads this week. One today, one tomorrow. So
Yeah.
we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Alcohol and cigarettes is how I deal with stress. Even when I'm healthy, I still just feel like shit, yeah. Pass another bottle, I just wanna have some fun. I don't even realize I'm just trying to get numb. Pills and population, they just make us feel so good. Give us all your money and we'll give you all the drugs. Struggle is a cancer, so I try to show some love. I done seen some